All right, welcome. Today we're going to talk about 3 common lies that you tell yourself. You have a really good way of rationalizing and lying to yourself, which keeps you from getting what you want. But quickly, let me shill quickly. Amazon, get the book, You 2.0. Helps me make a living, helps me not sell BS. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. Hit the little notification bell so you can see new videos. If you're on IG, like or comment. I also post on Facebook and LinkedIn. Like, comment, share. Validate me because I need your approval in order to exist and keep going. Okay, now for the common lies we tell ourselves. Human beings are really good at rationalizing. We're really good at twisting reality until it fits a narrative that protects our ego. And the strange thing about our ego is that our ego just wants to protect itself. It doesn't necessarily want you to feel better. Like your brain doesn't necessarily want you to be successful. You have a caveman brain that's trying to protect you from danger and perceived threats, which things that require delayed gratification often fall into when you get deep into your lizard brain, right? So what are some of the lies that you tell yourself? One of the lies that you tell yourself is that you need X to feel Y. So what do I mean? What do I mean by that? Basically, I mean you are waiting for something to happen in order for you to feel good about yourself. You're waiting until you get more money so that you can feel validated. You're waiting until you can get more influence and status and rack up numbers on social media so you can be happy. You want to look good in front of your peers. You want to have the perfect job. You want to have the perfect body, the perfect relationship. Anytime that you stake your happiness on something else, making it dependent on something else, that means until you get it, you're going to be unhappy. And this is something I've personally struggled with quite a bit. I'm a very ambitious person. So as soon as I get a little bit of success, I feel good for about 2 seconds. And then I'm moving on, chasing the next thing, right? But when you're chasing something, by definition, it means whatever you're chasing is trying to evade you, right? So often to get the things you want to happen in your life, you attract them. You try to develop a healthy sense of self and confidence just in general because you're a human being and it's okay to be okay to yourself. You're a human being, you have flaws. It's okay to be you. It's don't wait for something else to be happy. Very hard to do, very hard for me to do, but don't wait for happiness. Lie number 2, the world owes you something. This happens really bad with people, especially nowadays, especially in the entitled kind of outraged social media society that we live in. Everyone is just asking for everything. People want to get an excellent job right away. People want, for whatever weird reason, they feel like the government is going to help them fix their life. What? The government is the most inefficient organization in the history of ever, filled with incompetent, egomaniacal sociopaths who don't care about you. Don't wait for them to give you something. They're not going to do it. Left, right, up, down, I don't care what political aisle you're on. The government is not going to save you. Don't feel like you're entitled to get something. It's just not even because it's good or bad, because it's not going to happen. You feel owed success, you feel owed dignity, money, self-respect, aid. Oftentimes, it's not even that whether or not you deserve it. It's that it's just not going to happen. You're just not going to get that handout. Kendrick Lamar has a line in his song and says, "Time will never wait on no man. Society will never hold your hand." Again, I talk about this often, learned helplessness. We're becoming more helpless as a society. We're becoming more entitled, thinking we're owed something. And again, ask yourself, do you even really deserve it? Have you been working hard enough to deserve to be successful? Have you been good enough to other people to be accepted and loved? Often you just want to become what you want to get. So if you're bored all the time, it means you're boring. If you're not feeling motivated and productive, it means you're not producing. If people aren't drawn to you, it means you're not the type of person people want to be around. So work on yourself. That's what it all goes down to. Like, people are always this weird way of just wanting things to fall into place. And logically, you know that's not even going to happen. Like, you deep down know it, but often we don't use logic. We have emotions that bypass our logic centers. And it's that same lizard brain kind of thing where logically you know that the world doesn't owe you anything and it's not going to give it to you. Like, it's definitely not going to. But a good way to rationalize and hide is to expect it to, and to talk about, what the world owes you. And then the last one is, there's nothing I can do. Lie number 3, there's nothing I can do. People kind of throw up their hands and they're like, oh, in this economy, I can tell you, in this economy with this administration, a guy just can't get by. Like, all right, man, sucks to suck. I guess you're screwed. I guess there's nothing you can do. I guess you should just, I don't know, wait to die. Like, what do you want me to tell you? Like, I don't know what there's nothing I can do folks want me or anyone else to say. Like, do you want your beliefs confirmed? Because then that means that you have no options. It's like, if you want to be jaded and cynical and bitter, the world will be glad to confirm those feelings. Oh, jaded and cynical people, they're the people who think they know everything. And they do know everything because society, the universe, people are reflecting that cynicism right back at them. So there's nothing you can do. Fine, there's nothing you can do. And I'm always trying to get to this from a pragmatic perspective. It's not about good or bad or judging. It's about usefulness. It's like, are your beliefs useful? Is the belief that there's nothing you can do? I mean, even if it was for the most part true, even if you're royally effed, does it benefit you to have the belief that there's nothing you can do? Does it benefit you to complain and throw up your hands and say, well, golly, I don't know? Yet, that's what people do. Why do people do this? Because rationalization and changing the story in your head to fit a narrative that makes you feel more comfortable is still oftentimes better than trying and failing. Like, the one positive that you have out of a crappy situation is that you can make sense of a crappy situation. So even if you don't like your job, you don't like your body, you don't like your day-to-day existence, you don't like your relationship, you don't like your life, you still at least know what to expect. Like, you still don't have uncertainty. You still don't have to go through the growth and pain that self-improvement entails. Like, and don't get it twisted. That's the theme I've been trying to get across in this channel too. Like, self-improvement is not going to be fun and feel good. Like, those guys talking about Lamborghinis and being on the beach and sipping pina coladas, like, dude, incorrect. Like, it's very hard. Self-improvement is often a futile process where you have a lot of failures and then brief periods of success. Like, that's all it is. So it's up to you. At the end of the day, anytime someone's reading my stuff or listening to it or watching it, I always just point it back to you. Like, it's your life. Like, do what you want. Be my guest. I care about your success, but I don't care so much to the degree that I'm going to get upset if you don't listen to me. Like, you're a human being. This is a free country. You have your choice. But it basically comes down to 2 options. Lie to yourself about the way the world works, or accept the truth and do the hard work it takes to improve. All right, that's all I have for today. You 2.0, grab the book. Having fun with these videos, so we're just going to keep them going daily.